was fun.
And 7 birds come in, they've gobbled hard this morning.
Hey guys, welcome back to Outdoors with the Common Man, real videos for real people. Today we're here and we're going to go ahead and do a discussion on all the different types of calls that we've used over the last couple of seasons for our turkey hunts, geese, duck, deer, squirrel. I just use a call on my phone, or we use the electric call, or I just have a couple of coins that I put together. We'll have a little bit on that as well. But so today we've got our deer section, we've got our ducks, we've got our geese, and we have our turkey set up over here. We'll go through each call, do a little bit of on each one, show you the different sounds with the different ducks or different animals that they're for, and then we'll try them out a little bit and you guys can hear them, and then we'll just have some fun with it today. It's off season right now. The thing open right now is snow geese and coyotes and squirrels. So without further ado, we'll get into this little section of the calls today, and hope you guys enjoy it. Alright guys, so today we're going to start off with duck calls. There's a ton of different duck calls. You've got your store-bought ones. You've got custom-made calls that are handmade out of wood, which are great. But they can range anywhere in price range from $5, which I paid for this mallard whistle, all the way up to around a couple $100 depending on the wood or the maker or the style. There's a ton of different styles out there for them. It's the duck calls themselves come in two different pieces. You have what they refer to as the barrel and what they refer to as the insert. The insert is the actual part that makes the noise. The barrel is just a lot of it for looks. I can take this barrel, put it on here, and hit the call, makes a sound. But in all reality, you can actually take that insert and just insert it into your lips and do the same exact thing. It doesn't need the barrel, but the barrel is so that it's easier. Most of our calls here are mallards. And the reason for that is that mallard calls are their most, a lot of ducks will come to a mallard call. You'll find that there's teals, there's mallards, there's wood duck calls, there's upcuts, downcuts, there's flats, there's a ton of different styles out there. You could literally pack this whole table with the different types of calls there are out there, between your manufactured ones that you can get at any local sporting goods shop or your custom made ones. The expanse is so ridiculous that it's fun. You know, that's something that a lot of us collect, are calls. As you can see on this table, I have a ton of calls here. So the monster here is playing with his mallard call, which they're all going to sound relatively the same. Even this manufactured one sounds similar to the custom call that he has. They're just a touch different in tone, whether it be higher, lower, a little more rasp. Like you heard him playing with that one. Now he's grabbing one of this is our junior hunter's mallard call. That's that one. Now if you listen to the same exact one here, which is his other the manufactured one, they're slightly off in tone, but they achieve the same exact sound. Just like this is another mallard one, different shade, but will make almost the same exact noise. Different lengths, different pitches, different volumes. That's the mallard whistle. It looks like a mallard. A lot of male mallards, drakes, make whistles, and most of the females, I can never remember what they call a female duck, a hen. They are the ones you actually hear making all the loud squawks. And then, we got that. And then we also have a wood duck. Wood ducks have a whistle to them. Almost sounds like a little songbird when you hear it. That's a wood duck. So the calls are very expansive. You have the inserts. You can have single reed calls, double reed calls. Most of all of these calls here
triple reed calls
are double reeds. They do make triple reeds. The mallard whistle is nice because it's not only just a mallard whistle. If you keep this in your pack at all times, then you also have a survival whistle, or however, survival whistle, emergency whistle. Any female hunters out there with a creepy guide for some reason, you got a rape whistle, I guess. But they got this end here. You don't really want to cover the channel here because that's where the noise will the nice whistle will come through. But down here, if you put your finger over the hole, it'll change the tone. So you can do tons of different whistle calls with this one. I'm sure if you cup the whole way with just a touch open and put your hand over the release valve for it, I'm sure you could almost even get a wood duck effect to it. So, that alone right there is very versatile duck call. Like I said, the price range goes anywhere from $5. I know these three right here, the acrylic ones, they cost, I think they were like $20 a piece. I'm sure Tim's custom one costs probably around $30 to $50.
$10.
Okay, $10. So that's a kind of a mass manufactured one, I guess. Or a family friend discount. And then this one, I'm gonna guess probably cost you around $20 as well.
I don't know. That was a
Gift. All right. Well, just because it's about the same size and shape as the manufactured ones, I'm gonna say it's gonna cost around $20. But for duck calls, that's what we use when we're out duck hunting. This year, we didn't have any real good private property. We did state land duck hunts. Each of us got 4, I think, for the season. It's not a great number. But remember, we didn't have any nice private ponds. We had a chance to use one, but for some reason there was confusion between people, and instead of doing the proper hunter thing where there might have been confusion on who had the rights to hunt that area and just say, okay, everybody can hunt there for the day, the other person decided that he was going to be, well, for lack of a better word, a douchebag, and decided that he had to make a big stink and fuss about it. And we were nice enough to say, we understand. Nobody knew that all this was going on. We, as respectful hunters, will leave the area that you already have prior rights to. It was something between 2 different family members that gave 2 different groups of people the right to hunt the pond. The pond was amazing. You could have limited out each day on duck and Canadians, but as responsible and hunters that want to build a community, we decided to just back off and let it go. We will find a new spot to go. May not be as successful, but any good hunter knows it is not the success of the hunt that makes it worth hunting. It's the memories and the adventure and just the time out in nature that makes the hunt an amazing hunt.
The peace
and quiet. But that's the ducks. So, yeah, duck hunting is great fun. Just be careful out there, guys. Follow rules, your state regulations, your DEC, and everything like that. Make sure you have warm gear on. And if you're in a boat, have flotation devices. Because this one almost took a bath on our last duck hunt. But luckily, the bottom of the lake was only about 3 feet. And with, Monster being 6.5 foot tall,
No, hopefully not too wet.
he was all right. But if it would have been deeper, we could have had a little bit of an issue. considering in our boat, the commoner, if something like this falls overboard and tries to climb back in, it's going to take the boat that way with him.
It did.
It did.
Ran me over.
Yep. But so that would be our duck section and my safety advice for that, you know. All right, guys. So we're going to go ahead and demonstrate some of the calls a little more than what we have done just now. I'm not the greatest at doing feeder calls. That's why I brought the monster in. He was brought up and raised in Arkansas, and that's like the duck hunting capital of the United States. Sorry, Robertson family. You know who I'm talking about. I like to use my little mallard call here. I can't do a feeder call. This one actually was supposed to be an easy feeder hole on it. So you can make this noise. You're supposed to just go and do a sound with your mouth when you do it. But I can do that now. But as soon as I put a call in my mouth, for some reason my tongue spazzes out and can't do it. See, Monster can do it. I can't. The only way I can do it is I roll my tongue and just flip my fingers in front of the sound channel so that it almost sounds like that. So it's like... It doesn't sound as good, but I'm sure it'd be almost just as effective. And you can do he can do them with any call. That's him using the easy feeder hole. You know, I don't know why I can't do it. I can make the noises with my mouth, but as soon as I put a call in, I can't do it. It's just, you know, it's just how it is. It's kind of like when, you know, there's different turkey calls for people. Some can use a diaphragm, some can't because of the way it feels in their mouth.
Deeper tone.
You know, now, when it comes to actually calling, the only advice I can give is feeder calls or when they're up close, because the tone is much lower than when they're further away. To get them to come near you is your basic call. And then when they're up close, you'd switch into a feeder call. And a lot of us hunters have certain patterns that we do, like you just heard him. He had to let up. It's just force of habit in our brains, force of repetition, that we have to go from one type of round of calling and then it will lead into another one, like he did, where he sounded off a couple of times first as a long distance call and then it led into his feeder call, which is nothing wrong with it, because hopefully by that time you've caught their attention, they're coming in, and when you're about to switch into your feeder call, it'll actually work out to your advantage where they think that the decoys are feeding. So they'll start to either circle and then cut to land, or they're coming in at a straight path and will start to cut so they can slow down to land in to the feeding zone. Like I said, the mallard whistle, that's just, you know, for long distances. I don't know if you probably could do a feeder whistle with it, but I doubt that they actually make a feed whistle, because their heads at that point are generally down in, and that's why it sounds so low tone. Now, I've raised ducks and they do sound like the call I make for a feeder or like a call that he makes for a feeder, because I have treated my ducks, and I know this may sound wrong to all you vegans out there or animal cruelty people. If you're watching this, thanks for watching. I've gone ahead and bought feeder fish from the local pet store that you would give to like your, how do you want to, I can't remember the name, but it's not omnivore, but not herbivore either. Carnivorous fish, like your piranhas and stuff you might keep, or your baby sharks or whatever you got like that. But I take them, or your turtles too. Turtles like feeder fish as well, guys. I would take them and I actually buy them a little kiddie pool, and I fill it up with water for them to swim around in. And then I'll actually go out and buy them a bunch of feeder fish and dump them in there. And the noise they actually do make when they're from that it sounds like the feeder call I do just by rolling my tongue, which is because their bills are actually hitting the bottom of the pool though. So I don't know if it's going to sound like that in real life. I doubt it will because there's no plastic pool. But they do that nice hum and chit chatter when they're doing that. It was hilarious to watch though. I gotta say, watching a duck go after fishies inside of the thing, it's hilarious. Because I did the ironic thing and named my ducks Huey, Louie, and Dewey, and then I had Daffy and Donald as well. You gotta have ducks. Why not have some fun with it? But that's our duck section. It's basic, but it's what you need in order to do it. Sitting out there in your boat going quack, quack, quack is not going to cut it. The whole show is basically about how to do stuff the common man way. You can make your own if you have the equipment. I'm not going to go into that because the equipment is expensive, extensive, and if you don't know what you're doing, it can rip your damn hand off or you can lose fingers on it. And I don't want any of you guys to do that. Sorry. If you make your own calls and you're watching this, awesome. Send us a link. Maybe we'll snag a couple up from you guys and we'll feature them the next time we do a call round. But for right now, that's what we got for ducks. And you've got hand-tuned, you've got manufactured, you've got whistles, wood duck, and you know, they're all good calls. There's nothing wrong with any of these. They'll all do the job just fine. I prefer to have at least 3 calls on me. Usually when I'm going out duck hunting, I'll take one of my mallards, my wood duck, and my mallard whistle with me. You never know when you'll run into a pack of wood ducks from afar and you can hopefully get them in because a male wood duck is a great piece to have on the wall. Females are good too. If you can get a mating pair up on your wall or an awesome little mount to have. It'd also be great just to put them in the freezer. They eat really good. So once again, guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, that like button. As he said, leave your comments down below. We always like to hear from them. So catch you guys next time. Outdoors with the Common Man. Real videos for real people. See you next time.
Don't forget to stop by Worthington's for all your firearms and ammunition needs. When you stop by, mention Outdoors with the Common Man and receive a 5% discount off in your order. Thank you.
Hey guys, if you like good food, good times, and good people, don't forget to check out the Montague Inn in Montague, New York on the top of Tug Hill. Mention OCM or Outdoors with the Common Man, and also mention Tug Hill Annie, and you guys are going to receive a 10% discount on your stay at the hotel or your food bill or your bar bill. Just mention Outdoors with the Common Man and Tug Hill Annie.